Hello and welcome to a new video. First of all, grab a drink of your choice. I have a lovely latte that turned cold and you're probably wondering right now, what does Michelangelo David have to do with me achieving my goals? It's not like he's going to do it for me. And you're right, he's not going to do it for you, no one is. But I love teaching things through metaphors because if there's something I've realized in life, is that when we speak through metaphors, we learn more. It's like when I've read books, right, about life and they just say concepts, I tend to forget about them very, very easily. But when I read metaphors that shows like a story and you can compare things with real life and this, you're like, it stays with me, okay, I connect with it. And I've realized that we all do. So this is why I'm going to open your mind and hopefully you will remember this in a few years, and hopefully it will be something that will inspire you to get your goals and to be brave and to realize that you have to see things before you achieve them. And the problem with our society and a short time self-spam memory, TikTok memory, is the fact that we want everything now. My granddad took many years to build a house because he saw it. He saw a mess, he saw nothing, and he saw the house. But now, we cannot even watch a movie without looking at our phones. So I'm going to tell you first how David, right, how the sculpture came up, how he did it. And it all started in 1501, okay? In 1501, okay, he was ordered to create a sculpture, okay? He took approximately 3 years, almost 4, and he was working, even though it was for something public and everyone was going to see the sculpture, he worked on it privately himself. And Michelangelo David is considered one of the most, if not the most beautiful sculpture in the whole world for its beauty. And I think maybe, just like me, you think, wow, you know, it must be like the best marble in the world. Like that marble must be like the top quality that you'd only find in certain countries. But the truth is that it's not what you think. The truth is that he knew, he visualized the sculpture in a piece of marble that was abandoned. That piece of marble was abandoned, like it was going to be used for waste. And something clicked on his head and he was like, well, you know, I'm going to use it, I'm going to do it. And it's certainly very interesting, but that's why he did. He did that. He literally took that piece of marble that was for waste, no one wanted. I believe it was in the street, so it probably looked like a whole mess. And he created the sculpture from there because he saw it. He claims from the moment he saw that messy marble, he knew that David was inside. He just had to mold it. He just had to polish those little things that didn't fit. And that's exactly how and why we have to say things before we achieve them. Anything you want in life, whether it's your dream car, whether it's having a countryside house like I do, you have to see it. Yeah? I want this channel to grow so much. I want to add so much value to the world. Because I know how it feels to be sensitive. I know how it feels to be alone, to feel alone. I know how it feels to struggle with social anxiety. I know all these things because I live them daily. And I know that I have a purpose in life and that I have to do all I can to feel that purpose. And I visualize it. I see it. I see this YouTube with million subscribers. Yes, it's not going to happen in a long time, but I see it. And if you see it, you're just doing the tiny things to give it the shape that will end up coming out. Most of the times we don't really visualize things. We just say, oh, we want this, oh yeah. But we do not really believe that those things will be ours if we do the right things, if we take the right steps. And this is why so many times, how many times have you given up? How many times have you started that project? How many times have you started a YouTube channel, that business? And maybe before you saw if it was going to go good or bad, you became overwhelmed and you just quit. And this is why you never got anywhere. And I think, especially in the society we live, it's so easy to be like, oh, screw this, I can't do it, I can't. But if you truly visualize things, you will get there. You will. And something that I'm reading in this book is that you are, like the sculpture, you are the David. You just have to, as I've said, shape yourself here, there, here, there, here, there. Do the steps you, in general, know you have to do to become what you want to be, who you want to be. And you might think, why do I have to polish all those fears, all those insecurities, all those, I can't, or maybe if I was this, maybe if I had been born in a better family, maybe if I've had some contact. You create everything yourself. The amount of times that we set ourselves for failure just without words is actually horrible. It's sad, and I just wish we realized it. And I wanted to use this metaphor because I think it's very powerful. It's very powerful that in something that people saw as something useless, left on the street, he saw one of the most beautiful sculptures in the whole world today, of history. How is something that others considered absolutely useless because it was abandoned in the street, he saw it, walked around it, and he was like, this is it. Because he saw it. Yeah? If he had thought like we do most of the times, he would have thought, that is, what the hell is that? He would have left it there. Maybe he will have created the sculpture another way, but the whole point with this metaphor that I'm saying today to you guys is to realize that you need to have a plan. Yeah? It's not just because also I feel like there is a wrong concept of, oh, visualize things, manifest. And sometimes they give the impression that someone's gonna be like, knock, knock, knock. Oh, hello, yeah, did you manifest? Yeah, you were visualizing right now your countryside house. Let me give you the keys, half an hour in the car, there you have it. No one will do that. No one will. This life is not easy in any way. Emotions, comparison, dealing with other humans, nothing is easy, okay? But visualizing means you need to have a plan, okay? And once you have that plan and you know deep inside, that's what I want. If you really stick to that, you will get there. And do not start, because I know if we go to the extremes, you could be like, oh no, but I tried to do YouTube for 3 years and I didn't even gain 3 subscribers. Okay, when those things happen, we know something is not going. Maybe you're not giving the message in the right way. Maybe you are targeting the wrong audience. Maybe the introduction is too long. We all know what, as long as you are getting people interested in anything you're doing, even if it's like a few people, you are progressing. So I know it's hard in our society not to give up easily, because we are just being brainwashed to not be able to pay attention to anything. That's why now we struggle to develop skills. Why? Because it's hard. It's hard. And it just feels like we all live the same reality. All the time. I do not even use TikTok anymore, but all the time I'm on the train and all I listen to is just like the same like reels with the same music. Everyone is in the same thing. And everyone thinks somehow they're so different. But we all have dreams. We all have things that we visualize. And for me, metaphors really help to... When I read this metaphor, I was like, I have to share with them. Because it made me feel like, wow, I didn't know this story. I thought he used, Michelangelo used the best marble, because it's what you think. You know, it's what your brain thinks, because it's, wow, one of the most, if not the most beautiful sculpture in the whole world. And it's not. And the story is that He got there because he saw it. It's like when you see Arnold Schwarzenegger and how he got into fitness. He was from a poor family, he got into fitness, he lost his brother. His dad didn't really support him. He went through so much to get where he is. And every single thing he wanted, he achieved it. Why? It's not only because he took those steps, it's because he saw it. He had such a clear vision of what he wanted. He wanted it so badly that he took every single step, no matter what. Because as he says, in life, you will always find an excuse. There will always be an excuse to not go to the gym. Always. But you can also find one to go. There's always 1,000 excuses because we love to complain. I love to complain. I can always find an excuse to even not do this video. It's like 4 in the morning a.m. I'm shattered. I'm shattered. All I want to do is sleep in this comfortable bed, but I know what I want. I know how I want to help. And I'm like, well, you have to build some kind of discipline. And the reason why he got to where he is because he worked so hard. And even things like his brother's death that obviously crushed him, as he says himself, he put it aside. He put it aside and didn't lose the focus on bodybuilding, bodybuilding, bodybuilding. And every single excuse he could have used to not go to the gym that day, to not do that competition, he used it to go, as if it was going to help him cope with everything. So you can always find an excuse to do things too. The main thing is seeing yourself in whatever you want to accomplish, because you are capable. All these people you look up to, they're just like you. They have a heart, lungs, they walk, they go to the toilet, their feet smell. They're just like you, and you need to realize it. Okay? And I'm the first one that thinks I can't do anything, I'm useless. But you do have to sometimes realize, maybe I am not. Maybe I'm so much more than that. And that's lovely, and that's beautiful. And I somehow hope this inspired you. And also I want to say, we have so much information which can be overwhelming, but if you know how to use these tools, we have such a great opportunity to have new jobs related, as we know, to the internet. We have so many different opportunities, a wide range, which is overwhelming, but also it's powerful. And if we only know how to use it properly, we can get far. Because also we live longer. Put things together, we live longer, In fact, let me tell you that in 1900, in 1900, in that year, lifespan was 52 years old. 52. Now, what is our lifespan? Maybe 80, 85, 90 even? Realize, how can we think that our life at like 50 is over? It's not. It's never. Until the last day that you are here, it's not over, because you're waking up every day. Okay, please. I hope you're happy. That's the main thing. Whether you feel like you're already accomplishing your goal or not, I hope you're happy, because that's the best and the most important thing. I love you. I hope this inspired you and realized the importance of visualizing things and having a clear mind and be like, I see that. Yeah? You can't build a house by the roof, even though you would love to. Me too. But we do have to take those steps. And I believe in you. And I hope I can believe in me too. Because I could have, I could be here pretending that I'm that girl and I have it all figured out and I'm so cool and you have to look up to me because I'm better. No. I am also trying to be my best self, and it's hard, and I love being honest, and I want this to be a part of my channel, the fact that we are learning things together and that I'm just like you. And you're just like me, and that's the beauty of it. Because at the end of the day, we're not so different. We all have fears, goals, we all love people, we all cry sometimes, we all laugh, and we all drink water. Hopefully, hydrate yourself. This is for you. I hope you like coffee. But if not, imagine it's a drink of your choice. And I just want to do one cheers for you and for me and for everything that we wish for. So cheers. See you on the next video, and click that button because I really want to see you again. We have to see each other again because I have so much to tell you, and hopefully I'll come up with even more cool things. Cheers.